Hey, what's going on, Knuckles family? It's your boy Earl Knuckles back with the Knuckles Family and Friend podcast. Now, I do want to apologize for, the little bit of an absentee with the podcast. Is that last week I was actually recording this with my boy Ross, but then we had run into technical difficulties around that time. Last week there was something going on with my connection. I went upstairs and actually fixed it on the Xfinity thing because my place couldn't even connect to the internet. My phone could, but my PlayStation couldn't. The computer down here was acting funny. It'll be on for like maybe 10 minutes, and like next thing you know, it'll be disconnected. But now I managed to fix it, and everything's good now. So me and Ross had to postpone that. So he was going to join today, but due to me helping out some family stuff, I have to postpone it to 8:30. So I feel a bit bad, but at the same time, I can't let another week of this go by. Not talking about this. I think it's been about 2 weeks now, so might as well talk about this now than never. And of course, I have my boy just with me, the DC fanboy that he is. And speaking of DC fanboy, our topic is going to be about the DC fandom. Like I said, I know this thing took place in about like 2 weeks ago, but I had to get everyone together. Like everyone's schedules, mixed up. So you know what I mean? Like we can't always expect to be like, okay, we're gonna do a video recording like right away. Like it's gonna take some time. I mean, I know how my schedule is, but everyone's schedule is different. So Jerry's schedule is good. Match was put it to Friday. Like I said, I just feel as though it would kind of be weird not talking about DC without Jesse here. So like I
Maybe
guess
a
it's what's in
better.
the I guess it was in disguise that the connection was well, for you not working last week. So we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be a lot to talk about. So before we get into it, I just want to say, hey, if you're a fan of rap, be sure to check out Big Sean's new album, Detroit 2. Also, be sure to check out the Lokes' recent album, I think, Living Off the Experience. That album is dope. And there's one other thing that happened. Oh, Avengers game is out on the PS4 and Xbox One. Funny story, Jesse. So I did get the Avengers game because I reserved it. I got it on Tuesday, right? Because you can get it early due to the edition that you got or whatever. So I got it on Thursday, yesterday. No, correct. No, did I get? Yeah, I got it Tuesday. Yeah, when we saw it. By the way, me and Jesse saw Tenet, and we were confused as hell from that movie. We were gonna talk about this movie like today, but it was too confusing. I would just be like, I wouldn't know where to begin if we were doing a review about this movie right away. I would not know where to begin.
Now that I've had time to reflect on the movie, I think I would feel comfortable giving a review for it, but I think it deserves its own video or recording.
We'll do that. We'll do that soon. And we'll have to do that like ASAP. But yeah, so I got Avengers right yesterday. The guy calls me and says, "Hey, I gave you the wrong edition because there's the deluxe edition and the Avengers edition. I think the Avengers edition is like $200. So when I got that, I'm like, this is pretty big for a regular deluxe edition. I'm like, whatever, fine, it's cool. I got this big box, awesome. And he calls me and says, "Oh yeah, it's you got the wrong one." I'm like, okay, well, I didn't open it yet. So I'm like, okay, I had no problem to return it because I got someone else's copy. I feel bad, just keeping that. So I called him back. Granted, the guy that left me a message was gone. He wasn't there. I called him back. I'm like, hey, I got the message saying, I got the wrong one. I got no problem returning. The guy was like, oh, yeah, you can keep it. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, you can
Hmm.
keep it. Oh, yeah, we ordered another one on. It's like I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks. You guys have a good day. So I paid $80 for a $200 game.
Nice.
Yeah, so I win. So yeah, and also guys, also want to say that this recording is brought to you by Fuck Mayonnaise. So I just want to say that like nice and loud because mayonnaise freaking sucks. Most disgusting thing on the planet. If you eat mayonnaise, you deserve to die. Don't kill yourself. I don't mean that in any harms, but if you eat mayonnaise, don't be around me. Like Jesse's around me. Jesse's not around me physically. So like if he was around me, I'd probably beat the crap out of him right now. So yeah, with this mayonnaise, let him know. But anyways, we're gonna get to our topic. So okay, so we're gonna talk about a little bit of the Black Adam. Nothing was really revealed for it. It was just the title that was revealed, if I'm correct, right? It was just the title that was revealed. They didn't really say
Yeah,
much.
they showed some like teaser footage, and it was not. It looked like it was like PlayStation 2 graphics. Like it just looked so like someone threw it like some high school student threw it together as a project. Like I'm excited that the Rock is Black Adam, but I would have rather them just waited and give me an actual trailer.
Yeah, I would
The
have.
the tease part of it was really stupid.
Yeah, no, I would have liked the
It felt like a
trailer.
motion comic with PlayStation 2 graphics.
Because here's the thing, though, it's not like they told us anything surprising because it was reported that Dwayne was gonna be Black Adam. So like, they just give us a teaser. It's like, well, okay, but we knew he's gonna be in it. But it's like, give us a little bit more of that of a surprise. Like, give us a trailer. Is Shazam gonna be? You know what I mean? Like, give us something besides just a teaser trailer. But now
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You heard about the recent news of what the Rock is that his whole family got COVID. So now this movie is gonna be
Really?
pushed back for. Oh yeah, it's just announced like yesterday that his family got his whole family, his kids too, have COVID.
Hmm.
So I mean that's unfortunate. I mean, hey, people that are thinking that this COVID thing's fake, no, shit's still real, man. Like definitely be safe. You know what I mean? Like do what you want, but just only be safe and wear a mask. So, Grant, I don't know how he got it. And I'm sure he was being very careful. You know what I mean? So I don't know how their family's going to be, just all the whole
Hmm.
family quarantine. Well, yeah, they all got it. So, like, I mean, they could all be quarantined in their house. That's all I can really say. But I mean, that's going to definitely push back the movie. So that's, I mean, like I said, I'm happy about the movie, but like, I think we wanted more. Even if you just gave us a PS2 trailer of the title, give me a trailer. I want an actual like, even give me like a little bit of a scene, not just trailers. Give me like a little scene. You know what I mean? Give us something
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna that's gonna be like, oh man, I can't wait, and it's like, oh, okay, I did like we
Mm-hmm.
all knew it was coming, but yeah. So that was probably like the least one I'm like we'll talk about. Now, granted, there was a lot of things that happened during this quote unquote stream, but I guess we're talking about the ones that we were most interested in, and what I don't know, I'm kind of interested in this. Is like the Suicide Squad 2 cast reveal. That it was a lot of cast. You know what I mean? Now I do think this movie will be good because you have James Gunn directing it, and he did direct
Mm-hmm.
the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and both movies are really well. Because honestly, I just feel still James Gunn and Suicide Squad that definitely fits. Now the cast, the ones that really like stood out to me was John Cena because I like John Cena. New characters in terms of new characters, John Cena and Idris Elba playing Deadshot. So that was interesting to see. Other than
No,
that,
I thought he was a different, not Deadshot.
Idris Elba or
Is Will Smith not
no,
Deadshot?
he's not in this one. Nah. It was
Oh, okay.
a while ago that it was going to be Deadshot. I don't know why he did want to be in it.
Okay.
I mean, I would love to see Will Smith back in it, but Idris Elba, I mean, I'm happy with him and being in it as well. But like I said, I feel more confident in this because like I said James Gunn is directing it. Now, due to COVID, that still, remains to be seen if we're gonna get it. Is it 2021 that's supposed to be coming out or 2022?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but I mean, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it was just a cast and teaser. It wasn't anything. It wasn't no like actual like scene trailer. Just just cast show. And that's it. It's a lot of people, but just because there's a lot of people, don't expect them to be like get them all like good amount of roles. You know what I mean? Like there, you might have like a few main characters like Amanda Waller. Harley Quinn's gonna be a main role in it. Like I'd be shocked if she was like if she didn't get much screen time. That's all I can really say about it. I mean, it's cool. Like I said, if James Gunn wasn't directing it, now despite his past tweets, which I'm not the fan of at all. Whatever it is, what it is. But if he wasn't directing this movie, if he wasn't, I'd be like, I'll still see the movie. I'll just be like, I won't be having high expectations of the movie.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the cast might seem a little bloated. I think they might have a little bit wait. I think they have way too many characters on the Suicide Squad that it's going to be hard for us to really feel connected to any certain members of the Suicide Squad because there's just so many of them. And
I,
a lot of the characters that they announced are all like I didn't even recognize the names at all. There was a few like Polka Dot Man that I knew of, and I know King Shark and Harley obviously, but a lot of them I just had I'd never read a comic with them that I'm concerned that these are all nobodies. At the same time, James Gunn took the Guardians of the Galaxy that nobody gave a crap about and then turned it into one of the main Marvel teams. So, if anyone can pull this off, I think James Gunn can. But
do you,
we'll have to see. I'm very cautious about this.
do you think they're doing too much by adding a lot of these characters? Like, they were probably better. I mean, you were actually like, expecting a few new characters, but like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, they went like overboard. I feel as though it's like not. I feel as though they're trying to make it like a star movie in terms of, hey, we got this person, we got this person, we got that person. Not necessarily the
Mm-hmm.
villains themselves, but the actors. Like, hey, we got this actor, we got John Cena, we got Pete Davidson, we got this person, and it's like. So like it seems like to me it's like a little star spread movie. Like is it gonna be like another Valentine's Day movie? We got like all these celebrities in this one crappy movie, or New Year's Eve we got all these big time actors in this crappy movie. It just seems more like it's a star celebrity film more than an actual
Yeah.
like let's go out, let's make it a superhero film because the first one wasn't all that great. Like it was okay, but wasn't all that great. Like the only positive of the first one was like Harley Quinn and Deadshot, and you can argue about it. Like it just made the Harley Quinn fan base grew. That's the biggest thing I can say from
Mhm.
Suicide Squad. So, what are you trying to build up with this Suicide Squad to maybe like, or trying to make like no name people's rise or whatever? But like, I don't know. Like you said, James Gunn can pull it off, but I feel as though they're doing a little bit too much with these celebrities. Like, look, Grant, you're like I said, you're a DC guy. Like, who would you say if you had a Suicide Squad? Who would like your Suicide Squad be? Like, who would you want to put in that?
Well, for starters, I would probably cap the cast at maybe 5 or 6 at maximum, and I
Yeah,
would have just taken the main villains for each main DC superhero. So, uh, you know, taking Doctor Zoom or whatever his name is, Zoom from Flash, Black Manta from Aquaman. The main characters that people really like,
yeah,
and have Harley Quinn. You don't necessarily need Joker on the Suicide Squad,
no,
but I think they should have had each hero have their own movie first, battling their respective arch nemesis, and then do a movie called Suicide Squad, focusing on the villains that have already been established that everybody loves. I'm not really that big of a fan of them taking really obscure characters that I don't even know about when I feel like it's going to be so much time is going to be spent with just trying to introduce who these characters are
yeah,
that we're really going to see any actual adventuring.
exactly, yeah. Like what? Like honestly, at the same time, though, it's like, what's the plot gonna be? Like,
Yeah.
think about this. Think about this, right? It just got brought up to me. So Harley Quinn is gonna be in this new one. So
Mm.
what the Suicide Squad is? They have like this bug planted into them. They got to do what Amanda Laura says. If you don't do anything, you die. Did we not just see in Harley Quinn movie that she's driving out with Kane? Like she seems to be free. So what would she? What is her purpose of being back in the Suicide Squad? What would be her purpose?
Mm.
Because she's already a free woman. I'm pretty sure he got that thing out
Yeah.
of her system. So why would she
Mm.
come back? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure this has to be after Birds of Prey. It has to. If not, I'm gonna be
Mm.
like, wait, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? You see where I'm coming from with that?
Hmm.
Any sense? Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, that's Suicide Squad.
Well, welcome to the DC universe. DC cinematic universe. They don't have a game plan at all. They're just making stuff up as they go.
Yeah, sure. Let's bring the Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad Rocksteady game that trailer that was revealed, and not too much was shown, but it was pretty good. I mean, I think Tara Strong was voice acting Harley Quinn. That was my biggest takeaway from it, honestly, because I'm a Tara Strong fan, and I believe that was definitely her voicing Harley Quinn. Now, I haven't played Grand Theft Auto. I have no interest in playing Grand Theft Auto, but I feel as though a Suicide Squad game, like made by Rocksteady, I think that works. I think that ties in, you running around destroying crap, like be a villain,
Mhm.
destroy things. Now, in the trailer, you see Superman kill somebody, so I think the whole slogan was advertised as "Kill the Justice League," which I'm pretty sure they're mind controlled by. Is it like it was like
Yeah, Brainiac was in there.
Brainiac? Yeah.
They
So
had Brainiac ship. So
yeah, Brainiac. So I mean, clear thing. But I mean, it's interesting. You know what I mean? Like it pre-ranges. It's not like, oh my god, I need it. But I mean, it's pretty cool. I feel as though a Suicide Squad and Rocksteady game would do well. I truly think it
mhm.
will. I mean, let's see, playing like Grand Theft Auto, similarities right there, and you get to try to kill the Justice League. I mean, that might be fun. Like I said, you're playing the bad guys, so I mean, it's interesting. It won't be released until 2022, so don't forget about
Mhm.
2021. So that's it. Interesting. Like I said, I think it works. It fits the criteria with that.
I didn't like that it was just cinematic trailers. Like
Oh,
if you
you
don't
want
show me actual gameplay, I can't be excited about it because I don't know what it's all going to be a lie. I don't know how these powers are going to actually work. That say Captain Boomerang has. Um, that it just could just not flow correctly. So I've seen too many game companies just flat out lie in their trailers for me to get excited from cinematics.
well, haven't like I said, I can't speak on because I don't really follow Grand Theft Auto, but like I'm pretty sure Grand Theft Auto 5 has been doing very well. So
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
I
Rocksteady does make good games, but I can't be excited unless I see gameplay.
true. Now like I said, it's honestly at the same time it's like why haven't we released the trailer if it's not gonna be available until 2022?
Hmm.
I mean the game, yeah, it's like nothing too much. Sorry, like so my mom's like texting me or calling me, but I'm gonna message her. But yeah, like I said, do you feel as though it was too early to release this trailer? If it's not gonna be
Right now, this is kind of come to my mind right now. Um, DC, I think, is on the chopping block. AT&T is looking for a reason to cut them off. And I think this was their Hail Mary pass to beg AT&T not to chop them. And I think that might be why they did the teaser for Black Adam and the teaser for Kill the Justice League is because they're just so scared that AT&T is going to kick them off,
that sounds like that's
particularly with DC Comics. Like DC Comics is separate from the DCEU. I don't see AT&T keeping the DC Comics.
the
I see them cutting them off and licensing them out to a third party. And from my understand, like you can kind of look at a lot of writers. A lot of them are going to Kickstarter. A lot of them are going to Indiegogo. Um, even Scott Snyder went to Kickstarter, and that's like DC's big name. So
yeah.
something's going wrong when he's
So
going to his own crowdfunding rather than go to DC or Vertigo.
do you how would you feel about that if like
If
what you
DC,
say is true?
they deserve it, honestly, at this point.
Wow.
And I mean, that's coming from a DC fanboy. Like
Yeah.
they're not good comics, and neither is Marvel. I mean, from my understanding, DC's slightly better than Marvel, but they're both crap. They need
In
to
terms of
get stuff
comics,
together. Yeah, their comics aren't good right now. I stopped reading a lot of them. I
Wow.
think I'm down to just main title Batman, and
It's
then the occasional side story. But yeah, I'm sick
it's
of a lot of this stuff at the
unfortunate.
moment.
You don't really see many good comics nowadays. Well, Grant, I know we're not. It's a little bit off topic, but I'm looking forward to the Ninja Turtles comic called The Last Ronin. That's supposed to be coming out this month.
Hmm.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah, no.
It's basically, one they didn't reveal which turtle yet, but one turtle survived. Like all the Ninja Turtles are killed, their friends and family included, but one turtle survived, and now they're on a quest for revenge. They have all their weapons and stuff like that. Like apparently, it's a
Hmm.
dark story, and like I said, I
Hmm.
don't want to spend too much time because we're talking about DC. Maybe we'll talk about towards the end, but my prediction is it's going to be Michelangelo. He's the most immature one, always playful
Yeah.
stuff like that. It will make more sense if he's like the lone survivor. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
That's a
I
good
don't want to
point.
see any of my Ninja Turtles die. I love my Ninja Turtles. Like they're a
Hmm.
team, but it's a very interesting story that they're gonna reveal to us. So like I don't want to see them
Is it
die,
alternate
but like
universe?
I can't not look away and be like, wow, this comic seems interesting.
Hmm. Is it an alternate universe or is it main story?
I think it might be their alternate universe. I think
Okay.
I
I was gonna say,
definitely
they're just gonna undo everything if it's not. I
yeah.
mean, it's alternate universe; it doesn't really matter, but it still could be an interesting story.
Yeah, it could be. It could be at the end of the day. So yeah, so that's it for our Suicide Squad talk. Now, I guess. Okay, so we'll say. I guess we'll say the best for a little bit last. So, did you see the new Wonder Woman 1984 trailer?
Yeah, I want to be excited for it. I really liked the first Wonder Woman movie. So did Sarah. I know she's really excited for it. Um, my biggest concern is I'm worried it's gonna repeat a lot of the plot from the first movie.
Well,
It has that scene where oh, what's his name? I don't know. I'm blanking on his name right now. The male
Steve.
interest. Yeah, oh, Steve Trevor, yeah. So like in the first Wonder Woman movie, they spent a lot of time with Steve explaining how, the world worked to Wonder Woman, and then in the trailer they kind of have it reversed. And I'm not really a big fan of that because I feel like it's going to be repeating a lot of the plot points.
Well, me and Rob were talking about this last week before it got cut off. The thing is this: what was the point of Steve dying if he's just gonna come back in the second one? What was the
Yeah,
point of that?
I'm a little annoyed by that. I know DC's kind of changed the timeline with Wonder Woman a lot, as they do reboots where sometimes Steve Trevor's World War II veteran, sometimes Steve Trevor's a veteran of whatever war had recently ended, Vietnam or something, depending on the reboot. So I guess they're trying to bring Steve Trevor to the present day, but I don't know. It kind of sullies, uh, it kind of makes his sacrifice not feel as heroic or
It didn't mean
impactful.
anything. Hey, I'm still
Yeah,
alive. Are you?
unless it's a clone or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That seems just kind of cheap to me.
Well,
Bringing him back feels cheap.
my biggest takeaway from the trail was I kind of feel as though it was more focusing on Cheetah a little bit more and her origin story, and in this I think the show was trying to make you feel bad for her because when he says, because when I looked at her, she seems like that. How can I say this? The girl that no one really, the person no one really cares for. Seems like a nice
Mhm.
person, but I feel so in the trailer. It's like people. She said people like you have had all of your life, but people like me haven't had nothing in my entire life, and I'm not trying to be like you. I'm trying to be like myself. I'm trying to be like Apex Predator. So it's like I think I guess you're feeling bad for her in this trailer, which honestly, you see in a lot of superhero movies now. You're kind of feeling some empathy for the villain now, and and I like that. You know what I mean? Like in Spider-Man: Homecoming, you kind of felt for Vulture as to why he was doing what he was doing.
Mhm.
Killmonger, what he was doing it for. But I feel as though this one, man, am I speaking too much? I just feel so in this one. I feel as though maybe Cheetah, aka Barber, is like she's more relatable. Well, to what a person that people actually like shit all their life is going through. So I feel as though the movie's gonna
Mhm.
make you try to like sympathize with the villain, which I mean I like that in a way. Now I don't want it now. Granted, the movie is called Wonder Woman. You don't want you don't want the villain to. Then again, Batman Begins. You can make the argument that not Begins, Dark Knight, Joker took the whole entire show. In this one, and Wonder Woman, will Cheetah took the whole entire show? I doubt it, but like I feel as though the 70 level is going to be like up the horizon with with her origin story in this movie.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I want to be excited. I wasn't completely blown away by the trailer, but I'll still see it with Sarah.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'll definitely see this movie. Now, were you excited for it before COVID hit? 'Cause I feel as though had this movie been released if COVID didn't happen, I feel as though this might be a different thing. Maybe
Like, are you asking if COVID kind of killed the hype train?
it's possible.
Yeah. Hmm. Um. I don't know. I just think for me, I think I would have been a little bit more excited if they released, I think, a little bit more better of a trailer. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Now, see, for me is I have no problem with bad trailers because it's like I won't be expecting much. You know what I mean? Like, don't give me
Mhm.
too much. Now, did you like how Cheetah kind of? We didn't get a full glance of her, but we saw like a couple of things, shots of her. Did you like how she looked?
It was fine. It's not like Cheetah has a really uh, interesting design anyway.
She doesn't.
I mean, it's just a cheetah
Now, great.
woman,
You know me.
It's not like they did.
I want to say I love my win with cheetah print on. So I mean, I'm kind of being a little biased.
Yeah, but it's just her character doesn't really have like a armor that she wears, or
No, it's just a
like
normal
Catwoman's got
cheetah.
her style. Yeah, it's just a cheetah woman to me.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's not. I'm not really that hyped about the design.
nah. But we'll see. We'll see when the movie comes out. Maybe she might surprise. But like I said, it looks okay. I wasn't expecting to be anything like super fantastic. Be like, oh my god! But hey, you never know, man. Like these movies really impact, conventions because after Suicide Squad, we saw a bunch of Harley Quinns. After after Thor Ragnarok, we saw a lot of Goddesses of Death. After no, I didn't see anything for Shazam. But like anytime there's a new superhero movie or villain movie, you'll see more of that cosplay in that year. So hell, maybe we might see a couple of cheetahs for all we know. It depends on how
Hmm.
impactful her role is, honestly. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. Like not super excited, but I'm looking forward to it. Now, speaking of Wonder Woman, we have the Zack Snyder Justice League uh trailer, and they kept saying the Hallelujah thing. I did not get. I did not. I don't know if it's gonna be Hallelujah. So, like
That was that's the worst cover of that song I've ever heard. The song is this that it was that trailer was absolutely ruined by that terrible song.
I don't
Um,
get it. Are we saying, oh, hallelujah, we finally get Zack Snyder's Justice League? Oh, hallelujah. Like, I just did not get that at all. Like, I'm like, hey, hallelujah is all great and all, but like, am I missing something here? Like, evolve, like, I don't know if they're trying to make this thing serious or not. Like, so pretty much the whole trailer for you was ruined because of Hallelujah, pretty much. Is that what you're trying to say?
I have more complaints.
Because of Hallelujah.
I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder in general. I like the grounded movies. I don't like CGI. Um, In my
Dark
movies,
Side looked
I
like some
want
CGI. Dark Side looked like some
bad,
CGI.
bad. I think the lack of CGI in movies is what makes like Star Wars, the original trilogy, and like the Dark Knight trilogy, more iconic and like long lasting because they
Yeah,
didn't rely on that CGI that gets outdated so quickly. Like we can look at movies that might have been released 10 years ago and say, "Oh, look how great the CGI was." But compared to what's out now, those movies look really dated.
yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. Like Black
And
Panther. Oh
Snyder uses so much
no, I was gonna say.
Zack Snyder uses so much CGI, and even in the lighting, it looks so fake.
Well, no, you also
And
got.
maybe this, the reshoot.
Well,
Sorry, maybe the reshoots are good that he's in his cut, but like even if it's half the movie's different, the other half still wasn't good. Like
yeah,
what
no,
we saw in the theaters was not good.
and that's why. Now I was saying this to Ross before I said that. Now, granted, people were saying, so many actors were saying, "Yo, we did not like working with Joss Whedon." You know what I mean? Like there were some reports that Joss Whedon was not very well liked and not the best. Now, granted, everybody's not it's not gonna like one another, but apparently he was doing some really I want to say foul, but like he pissed a lot of people off. So like I don't
Mm.
think that's good. Now I'll say this has to do well. Like this has to do well because first of all, you gave us that Justice League movie that was crap. So if you like movie came out in 2017. Yeah, it came out in 2017. So 3 years later, you're gonna give us some crap like this. Like that'd just be a complete waste of going through all of that just to give us some. Hell, even if it's honestly, I don't even think mediocre is even good enough for this thing. I think it's gotta be good. I'm not saying to the level
Mm.
of Avengers, but like it has to be good because everyone's saying that they like when Zack Snyder a lot better than Josh Whedon. So I think this thing has to be
I
good
mean,
now.
Zack Snyder made Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, no, yeah, no.
You know, I'm not expecting this movie to be good. I don't think it will. And like I said, even if
HBO Max.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. What was
It's
that?
gonna be on HBO Max. It's not like in like
Yeah, I heard it's going to be 4 1 hour shows.
yeah, that's what I heard too.
Like
Yeah,
they're going to be breaking it up, which I think makes it probably a little bit more bearable.
yeah, I think so too.
Sarah hasn't watched Justice League. She didn't watch the Joss Whedon cut. So I'm planning on watching it with her and just seeing what she thinks from not knowing what the Joss Whedon cut was
May
compared to
God
what
help
I
you.
think knowing what it was.
May God
So
help you.
yeah.
May God help you for watching that movie. But no, I
Mm.
mean, am I probably gonna see it? Most likely, but like, it's got to be good. I mean, like I said,
Mm.
I just feel as though you put in all that work. Just give us some movie. You know what I mean? Just movie. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, it looked interesting. Like I said, it looked different. Like it definitely looked different from the Joshua movie because I'm like, okay, that didn't happen in the movie. That didn't happen in the movie. That didn't happen in the movie. And I'm happy to at least see Ben Affleck as Batman again because I liked him as Batman. I just feel as though the script just fucked him over. And Batman
Yeah.
vs Superman and Justice League. You know what I mean? Because I just feel as though when it comes to DC and their actors, they'll pick actors. I'm like, really? I'm not quite sure, but they end up doing a good job. Like when Ben Affleck was announced, I hear people are like, "Oh no, that's not gonna work." You see him in Daredevil, which I mean, Daredevil was a terrible movie, but I feel as though Ben Affleck did a good job. It was just the script. Like I just feel as though people aren't giving Ben Affleck a fair treatment. You know what I mean? Because you like you can have a good actor, but if you're in a terrible script, that print like a bad script will like ruin everything. Even if the actor is even good, like I haven't seen it, but the Fantastic Four movie, the new one. I heard the movie was complete shit, and it had Michael B. Jordan in it. But Michael B. Jordan is a great actor. The movie did terribly, but you still see him, doing other things. He was Killmonger, so he kind of like did his Marvel redemption. So I mean, I just feel as though people aren't giving Ben Affleck the a fair treatment. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he did a good job as Batman. I like him as Batman. Like, I don't think the criticism isn't fair. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you agree to that or not.
Yeah, I agree with you. The one thing that I was intrigued about was I think they revealed some teaser image from, I guess, when they were talking about the Flash. But in the image, it's a still of Ezra Miller as the Flash with Batman behind him,
Yeah,
which I sent it to you. I don't know if you got a chance to really look at it. But if you're listening to this, I highly recommend looking it up. But the Batman that's behind him is not. It's not Ben Affleck, and from what it looks like, it's Michael Keaton.
so Thomas Wayne then.
Yeah, I don't know. See, it was the Michael Keaton bat suit from the '89
Oh,
Batman, and so what I
they're
think
not
Zack
talking
Snyder
about
was
Flashpoints.
saying is that we're going to see an aspect of the Flash that goes kind of across universes and time, and it seems like they're trying to say each DC movie was its own separate universe. Like each reboot was its own separate universe. So like uh, the Nolan films are a universe, the Snyder films are a universe, Wonder Woman included, Aquaman as well.
Yeah.
And then like the Joker movie is its own universe. And there's rumors that Joker and the Batman are in the same universe, but we'll see.
Well, at least they're not
Um,
trying to connect everything. I said it. I think I said this a while ago that every DC movie does not need to be connected. Like, just don't try to be like Marvel. Y'all just did your own thing. Now I'm pretty sure. I think Shazam's also in that Zack Snyder universe, possibly.
mhm.
I think
Yeah.
so too. Which honestly, I feel as though no. If you're gonna talk about DC film, I feel as though the Joker was the last good DC film that we got in terms of like, granted, it wasn't any actiony, but like, even though say that Shazam was the last best action movie, you can make the argument and say that Shazam, but it was Shazam and Joker were the last good DC things that I've seen. Birds of Prey, okay, but nothing great. So we'll see how this Justice League movie does. I'll still watch it. And if you get HBO Max soon, maybe we can definitely maybe do an episode review about it, and I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of Batman,
Hmm.
we're on to the Batman category, and we had the Batman trailer, and once again, very dark as I expected from like all DC things. But you know what? I'm gonna say this. At first, when I heard Robert Pattinson was playing the Batman, I'm like, really? Twilight Boy? I don't know. I just
Hmm.
wasn't for it. But then seeing him in the trailer, I was like, you know what? This might work because he's not old.
Yeah.
He's not too young. He's like in the middle. He's not an older Batman.
Mhm.
He's like younger Batman. Like, you can tell by his suit, he wasn't like that Batman just yet. Like, he was still like, like not his best design, but like it was still, like he's Batman for the time being. Like, his suit will upgrade eventually, but he looked good. Especially when he was punching that one Joker, or I don't know if it's a Joker game, but like he was punching the crap out of the guy. I was like, I'm like, okay, you knocked him out, but he kept on going like, Oh, I'm like, yo, like chill, Batman. I think he's already knocked out already. So, and also we saw the Riddler, and I'm happy to see the Riddler come back. Now, I'm a Jim Carrey fan. Don't get me wrong. It's been forever since I've seen Batman Forever. So Jim Carrey as that Riddler, I mean, probably not the best, but
I
this
mean, I
Riddler,
liked the movie. I thought it was funny.
I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch that movie because it's been
You can't
forever.
take it seriously.
What's
That's
up?
what you got to go into watching it.
You can't take it
If when you
serious.
watch it, just don't take it seriously. Just know it's it's campy. You
Well,
know.
it's better than Batman and Robin.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Um,
better than Batman
yeah,
and
I was pleasantly excited for that trailer. I thought it was probably their best trailer that they showed
Yeah.
for Batman, and see how Robert Pattinson does. This definitely has me hopeful for it. And I really like how it seems like they're trying to do more of an emphasis on the detective side of Batman. Not to
Yeah.
say that they hadn't in the past, but I think the film's mostly focused on the action side of Batman. And even the comics recently, they don't really feel like Batman's doing a whole lot of detective work. And that's what I like. That's what I was hoping that they would do to give us a more fresh take on Batman, one that we hadn't really seen yet.
No, I'm all for that. Now, Grant, this is his own universe, right? What he says is possibly connected to the Joker movie. But yeah, it's
Mm.
nothing like, the Zack Snyder film. It's his own separate movie. And we also saw the Penguin. We also see Catwoman. So we're seeing a couple of enemies. So I mean, Grant, everyone's been on the big screen before, but a newly improved Riddler, a newly improved Penguin, a newly improved Catwoman. You have a decent lot of things to look forward to in this movie. And like I said, we didn't see a whole lot, which is awesome. Now, the only negative side of this, I don't know if you heard about this, but Robert Pattinson announced that he's got COVID too.
Now that's taking method acting to a new level.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You really just said that?
Yeah.
Wait, I got.
I know, seriously though, I really hope he's okay. I
No,
hope he's
I hope he's
okay.
okay too. No, I know you saw the meme that says, "I guess it's true that vampires can turn into bats." As Twilight, then you see him as Batman. His bat.
Mhm.
No, it's funny, and like he can prove a lot of people wrong, man. Like he's already started proving me wrong right now because I'm like, it just fits. It
Mhm.
just fits. Even when he took off the mask and everything, we saw like the little eye shades. I'm like, yo, this might work. Like
Yeah.
this might work. James Gordon, he's black. I ain't got no problem with that. That's dope.
Mhm.
Like so, I mean, I said it's. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's really gonna be good. It might surprise a lot of people, so I can only hope so. Like I said, I hope Robert Pattinson knocks it out the park. I hope he's okay though. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I said, this COVID shit's real, man. It's fucking real. Now,
Mhm.
I guess we probably saved this for last, maybe for you, and that's
Mhm.
Gotham Knights. And I want you to take it
Yeah.
away. You can explain it to all your DC fanboys and all your Batman fanboys on this video. Because before you start, I don't think this game is connected to the Arkham series, right? I think it's its own game from I've been
It
here.
is.
It is.
It is. Yeah,
Oh, it is
it's
connected.
connected to Arkham Knight.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really excited when I watched the trailer. Um, I mean, it's Batman game. That's what got me into Batman was the Arkham Asylum, the video game. So I was really excited for it. I like that I get to play as Nightwing. Um, I like that it's multiplayer. We'll see how that works though in execution.
I heard it's open world too, so I don't know how an open world co-op game would work.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I'm intrigued. Um, and then I heard it was by the developer that made Arkham Origins, and not the people who made Arkham Asylum City or Knights, and that made me really disappointed because Arkham Origins was not good.
I heard it was
Uh,
not good. I heard it was not that great.
yeah, and I am worried about this.
First of
In
all,
terms of plot, it's
first of
been a
all,
while since I played Arkham Knight, so I'm
Batman's
not
alive.
really. What was that?
Batman's
Oh, you're
alive.
saying Batman?
He's
Oh
alive.
yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
Um,
I think
I'm not.
I honestly think it would be not to cut you off. I hate to cut you off. I honestly think it would be a lot better if he's actually dead. Because if he's alive, everyone's gonna be like, we all saw that coming.
Here's the thing: they killed Joker at the end of Arkham City, and then they stuck with it. So I mean, I don't know. Like maybe they will stick with the fact that Batman's dead.
I hope so.
Um, yeah, we'll have to see. Um, I think they might do a sort of battle for the cowl kind of story, where maybe one of the members of the Bat family takes over as Batman, and that I would like because the comics where Nightwing was Batman were really good, and then he had Damian as a sidekick. But anyway, yeah, I'm not sure how it kind of lines up exactly with the Arkham Knight plot because I'm fairly certain Mr. Freeze died at the end of that movie too, or end of the video game.
Yeah.
But he was in the trailer.
Yeah. Well, now, which Robin is that in the trailer? It's not Damian Wayne. I know that for a fact.
No, I think if it's still in the Arkham Knight timeline, it would be Tim Drake.
Yeah, it's
But I
Tim,
think
Tim
they're
Drake.
designing him like Damian.
Say what?
I think it's Tim Drake, but they designed him to look like Damian.
Yeah, he looks like Damian. So like, I know about Damian Wayne. Give me the update on Tim Drake though, because I don't know too much on him. I know he's like the latest.
He was the third Robin.
He was the third Robin.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, Tim Drake. No, wait. I think for me, Tim Drake was that. Guy, I'm gonna go back to the Batman anime series. Tim Drake was the Robin after Dick became Nightwing, right?
No. Yes, in the animated series, it went from Dick to Tim. However, in the comics, Jason Todd was the second Robin, and that's Red Hood.
Yeah.
So in the animated series, they skipped over Jason because Jason ends up getting blown up by the Joker, and I don't think they wanted to go with that kind of dark of a plot.
Because Jason Todd came out the light and was killing people, so I don't think they wanted to go that dark route.
I think the animated series might have predated that though. I just think they didn't want to go over the fact that Jason Todd gets blown up and killed. Yeah. But in the animated series, Tim Drake's character had Jason Todd's personality. They in the animated series it was Jason Todd's personality, but they just called him Tim. Like the way that they wrote Tim Drake was written like Jason Todd, where he's more of like an edgelord, people kind of thing. But Tim Drake was, I guess, he was the more like gadgety of the Robins, where he, I guess, more like the boy genius kind of thing. Okay. I think from what people have said from like the consensus was that he was the best Robin. The best person who was in the role of Robin. People like Nightwing the most, but people like Dick Grayson as Nightwing, not as Robin.
Okay, yeah, I understand you're coming from that.
So, yeah, because some people really don't like Damian, but yeah. Anyway,
he's just a dick.
Yeah, I think that people who have been reading comics for a while don't like him, but I kind of jumped in when Damian was Robin, so I like Damian. I think I enjoy his comics with him in it, but yeah, I'm a little worried that it's made by the people who made Arkham Origins, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna pick it up, and I'm eager to at least get my hands on it because it's at least gonna be fine for its first playthrough. Like Arkham Origins, I beat, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
But it was fine for one playthrough.
I'm excited to play as Batgirl. You know, man, I'm the ladies' man in video games, so like I'm excited to play. So I mean, we definitely got to play that game online. Together. Hopefully the connection's good. I was like the story's good, gameplay's good. You know what I mean? Like, so honestly, maybe I should try to at least play all the Arkham games before this game comes out.
I hear they're really dated. Corey said that he tried to play Arkham Asylum and he said it was very tough. Just because like the controls and all are so outdated.
Well, that's your
I mean, I
brother.
love the game.
That's your brother, though, man. Like,
Yeah, I love the series.
yeah, no,
Despite its
I'll be no, oh, I'll definitely play it, man. Like, I'm not gonna complain about the controls. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I played games in the '90s. Okay, like that shit was hard back then. So like, I'm not saying this game's gonna be no walk in the park, but like, I think I'm able to adjust to playing
yeah.
and then playing Super Mario Bros. Back in the day, and it's fucking annoying as shit. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So I think we'll be
Mm-hmm.
fine. So what was the most exciting thing that what was the most thing that you're excited for from this DC fandom? And do you feel as though maybe what DC did, even if it was a success or not, could you see other maybe Marvel doing something similar like this? You know what I mean? Like forget have going to these conventions. We'll just have, an and stream like this. Not grand. COVID hit, so I feel as though COVID definitely
Yeah.
took fans from actually going on a live physical appearance. You know what I mean? So do you feel as though this
Mm-hmm.
might be a new wave? And if so, like I said, what was your most exciting thing you're looking forward to, or what was the most disappointing thing that you've seen throughout this stream? Even if you didn't even talk about it.
Um, I guess one other thing with Gotham Knights, uh, I was really excited that the Court of Owls
Oh yeah,
are going
yeah.
to be
How
in
did we
that. That's
forget?
my
How
favorite
did I
Batman
forget
villain.
about that?
And I don't want to spoil. Yeah, I don't want to spoil their comic because it's fantastic. But that's my favorite comic.
So do
My
you
uncle,
highly?
when he told me about the comic, he just said, "Go read this comic called Batman Court of the Owls." And I was like, "Does it have to do with Owlman?" He's like, "Just read it. Just read it. Trust me." And I read it, and my mind was just completely
I'm
blown
gonna
by
say
it.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I wonder if Alman's in it now. For people that don't know, Alman is pretty much the evil Batman. Like he's just like Batman, but he's evil. Like in an alternate universe,
it's
it's
from
the
Earth 3, I
crime
think.
Earth 3. Okay,
Crime Syndicate America. Yeah,
yeah,
where
Crime Syndicate. Yeah,
where the hero, like the characters who are Batman, Superman in that universe are evil. The
yeah,
characters who are Lex Luthor, Joker, those are the heroes.
yeah. Like Superman, it's Ultraman instead of
Yep.
I actually know. Keep
Superwoman.
recommend watching. The Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. Like, cause that's how I was introduced to those guys. It was from watching that movie. That's why I'm like, oh snap,
The
Owlman.
Forever Evil, the comic that's called Forever Evil is really good too. That has them in it.
Okay,
It
is
has more members. They have I think Atomica. They have Sea King, like the Aquaman version. They have a whole bunch of them. That one's really good.
let me write this down. Forever Evil.
I think I have the issues. I could let you borrow it, but
Oh,
I highly recommend that one. In
okay.
it, the Crime Syndicate of America defeats the Justice League, and uh, nobody knows what happened to them. They just all disappear at the same time, and then the Crime Syndicate declares themselves ruler of Earth, and
Hmm.
they take over and section it off into kind of like piece up the whole
Yeah.
Earth, and kind of control different sections of the Earth. And
Okay.
that's when Lex Luthor bands together with some of the other main villains to fight back against them, and it's really good.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll definitely send me a link to that. So, because like I said, you got me back into reading comics. So I definitely want
Mm.
to take a look at that. So,
I'll give you my Court of Owls too to read. Just know that's signed, so if anything happens, I will murder you.
okay.
Just so you know.
Point taken.
um, yeah. So I was really excited about the Court of Owls. I do have their first appearance signed and graded by Scott Snyder at a 9.8, which it's one of my
that,
holy grails. Uh,
that is
but that
definitely.
comic's actually the first appearance of Harper Row too, who we named our daughter after. But I'm excited that they're in it. Not that I would ever sell that comic, but it's fun to see the value go up. Hopefully, we'll see how
Yeah,
fans react to them.
there
Um,
is.
but yeah, I think outside of that, probably the Batman trailer I was most excited about.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, mine was the Batman trailer and the Gotham Knights trailer. And like I said, I would
mm,
have liked to see a gameplay of the Suicide Squad Grok City game. That would have been interesting to see. But yeah, mine was like this same as you. I feel as though we might see this more in the future. No, actually, no. I think this is going to be happening again next month. I believe. I look at the schedule. I think they're
oh,
going
they're
to
doing
have one
another
in
one.
September. Yeah. So you can.
I honestly think they might be done with conventions.
I think so
Um,
too.
it costs so much for these companies to get a booth, you know, that it's almost not worth it for them. I mean, I think DC skipped out on San Diego this past, I think in 2019. Um,
Mhm.
I know they skipped out one of these years on San Diego, one of these past years in San Diego. That I think they just realized it's not worth the money they have to pay when they can just go directly to their customers and everyone can watch the trailers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's honestly what I would do if I was, high up at DC. Like, I would just say it's not worth the money we have to pay. We could just do our own thing.
Yeah, losing. Yeah, I mean, you're not making. I guess you're not making a whole lot of money back from it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. So what would be the point? And actually, before we go, so we're in Labor Day weekend, which always, for me, like the last weekend before summer's over. Maintainly, summer's over September 21st or September 2nd. I always forget whether it's the 20th or the 21st, but we're now going to be in the fall season. Fall season is the season of gaming now. Despite COVID, there are a couple games I'm excited for. Now, granted, I just got Avengers. I'm gonna play that. I'm excited for Crash Bandicoot 3. No, 4. Excited for that. Cyberpunk. I feel as though that game's gonna get pushed back again. Something tells me it's gonna get pushed back
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
And the PS5. Looking forward to Spider-Man Miles Morales and the Ratchet and Clank game. Now, that's about it. I don't. Is that Time Swap game coming out this at the end of this year as well, or is that 2021? I'm not sure, but like there
Time
really isn't
swap?
a whole lot of games coming out this fall. I mean, I get due to COVID, getting in the way of that, but like fall season is still the best game time of gaming. But are there any games that you're excited for that maybe you want to add onto the list, or maybe that I might have missed?
They just announced the Super Mario 3D All Star
Oh
Collection,
yes, that's
which
right.
I have my issues with the collection. I would have rather them have done remasters of the game. Knowing Nintendo is just going to
Yeah.
be a straight port, and they're not going to fix any of the camera issues. They're not going to fix the dreaded pachinko level in Sunshine.
Uh,
They're not going to do any of that.
well, for
But
me,
that being said, Sunshine was the first game that, well, actually, the first thing Sarah and I did when we first started hanging out was I visited her at her dorm and we played Super Mario Sunshine, and that was before we started dating. Also,
God,
there's
camera
definitely a
angle.
special place in my heart for Sunshine that I'm excited to play through it again with her. So,
God, that
yeah.
camera angle in that game. Oh my God. In the last level of that game was just the boss was kind of difficult, but it's the get into the boss was so freaking annoying. I don't think you finished Super Mario Sunshine?
Yeah. Sarah and I finished it. We didn't get all the shine sprites though. We
Yeah, I
couldn't
didn't get
get
all
the
the Smash Bros.
pachinko, and then
either.
the one shine sprite on Rico Harbor, where you have to like kick the spiky fruit around to the Yoshi.
Yeah.
It's another like really poorly designed level. Those were the two we couldn't beat.
I'm
Um,
gonna tr- I'm gonna try again on that. But bro, I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't play Super Mario Galaxy. Not that I didn't want to.
I beat it.
I just never I never played it. So like that
Mm.
this version will give me a chance to play the game. Actually, not also gotta tell you this. I didn't beat Super Mario 64. I borrowed it from a friend. Well, I
Mm.
wouldn't say a friend, I just borrowed it from somebody. But I never beat the game because when I first played it, I didn't know I was still. I kept on replaying the same missions, not knowing that you have to get a certain amount of stars to fight Bowser and stuff like that. So like, I didn't know what I was doing, but now I know what I can do, what I gotta do now. So I would like to play that game and actually beat the game this time. We have that game's coming out. It's coming out very soon, I believe, or already out
September
now.
19th or 18th.
18. Okay, so that's already out.
2 weeks, I think.
That's it out, and that's I think that's about it. You have anything to add? Well, oh no, forgot. I want to say this to the at the first part of the video. Now I understand this is a DC topic, but I definitely want to say R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman because that bro that hurt me, man. Like I was already like
Yeah.
going through some things last weekend, and that just hurt me, man. I mean, forget about Black Panther, but like he played so many iconic roles, especially in the Black community. You know, Jackie Robinson. Who else did he play as? Who else did he play? God, was it James Brown? I gotta check. Was it James Brown? No, I mean, I think it was James Brown. Let me check. Yeah, James Brown. Like it's just it's unfortunate, man. Like, and he was battling his cancer for 4 years. It didn't tell anybody.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a shame. It's so sad to see someone with that much talent, especially go at such a young age. I mean, even regardless of,
Yeah,
of the talent, and I mean, it certainly could not have been easy for him, especially to not tell anyone. I think that's, I mean, I watched my older brother, my dad, and my mom all battle cancer, and praise God, they're alive now. But it was not easy. I can remember, not to go all doom and gloom or anything, but I can remember sitting on this couch actually. Uh, my parents let me have it at our house, but sitting on the couch playing video games, listening to my dad throw up in the bathroom because the radiation was messing with his taste buds so much. Uh, and it was like a really sad moment for me. It's not easy, just for your family to watch you go through that. And I can't imagine how he must have felt not telling anyone, to not have that support system to lean on.
it it's unfortunate, man. And I was actually rewatching the video where like I see black people talking about Black Panther, and it comes up to surprise them. I should have tear watched that again because I'm just like, God dang, man. And now, here's the thing: for a black superhero movie, like that was something the most impactful one that we had because it represented our culture. Because people want to say, "Oh, well, you have Blade, well, you have Spawn," which are good movies, by the way. Nothing. I'm not saying any negative about it, but like, just to represent who we are, Black Panther just showed that. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
because you have a lot of young black boys be like, "Oh, I can't wait to be that superhero." Like, he impacted a lot of kids. And bro,
yeah,
when I went to Comic Con, that year, bro, I see white kids dressed up as Black Panther. I have not seen a white kid cosplay as a black superhero. That rarely ever happens.
mhm,
It's only us black people
yeah,
cosplay as a white superhero, but we have white kids cosplaying as Black Panther. It was dope, dude, and like he impacted a lot of people, man, and it's I think we can definitely officially say that. Well, 2020 already sucks. Like 2020 sucks part two,
mhm.
man. Like it just keeps getting
Yeah.
worse and worse.
I hope Marvel honors his legacy, and I'm worried they're not going to, because I feel like they kind of took advantage of Stan Lee and his death, um, with selling merch, and even they're still using his Twitter account to sell stuff, and that just feels wrong to me.
Yeah,
So
no.
I'm hoping they can really honor what I don't remember, Chadwick Boseman is his name,
Yeah, Johnny Chalk
his
Boseman, yeah.
last name is. Um, I really hope they do a tribute to him and they don't just throw him aside. I mean, I know they had been wanting to make what's his sister's name, the character
Sorry.
Shuri. They've been wanting. There was rumors that they were going to make her Black Panther,
Yeah,
and I
no,
guess
and
they were in
because then
contract disputes with him. And
she
I mean, I'd hate to say like, oh, just recast Chadwick, but at the same time, I also don't want them to just gloss over and be like, "Oh yeah, sure, he's Black Panther now." Like,
Yeah, I
not.
mean,
I think it might be the wisest decision to make sure he's Black Panther, but at the same time, I want them to make sure that they're honoring what Chadwick has done.
yeah, I mean, I wanna be mad if they don't put another Black Panther in it. You know what I mean? Now,
Mm-hmm.
granted, a buddy of mine made a comment. I just posted this thing on my Facebook saying, hey, don't you're gonna leave the Black Panther's character alone, but have them use Infinity Stones, bring back Killmonger as a good guy, have Killmonger be as Black Panther as a good guy, and I don't see that happening. Which I mean, I'd be pretty interested to see, but I mean, Disney wants to make money. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
interesting to see what they do with him. Are they going to toss his character to the side? I don't think they'll let that happen. I don't think his castmates will let that happen. I don't think they'll be like, no, you're not going to do the child. I mean, either have him die as an honorable death, or just have Shuri play as a Black Panther. Or you want to get Killmonger to play to be
Mm-hmm.
a good Black Panther? I wouldn't be mad with that either. So I just hope they do something to
Yeah.
do something about his legacy because it's just like I said, it's just really sad. And the fact that everyone's saying nothing but good things about him, you're not heard anyone say any bad thing about him whatsoever. And that's great because you always have people that's gonna be like, oh, well, you guys were honoring him, but like he did that or whatever. I mean, and everybody's not perfect. I'm still waiting for that one tweet to be like, well, Chadwick Boseman did this, he's a piece of shit, and yada yada yada, and this, that, and the third. Like, I'm waiting for that to happen because everyone's I mean, great. I'm glad I'm not seeing it, but like I expect to see it though
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
that's how it works. But yeah, guys, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be it for today, guys. We finally had to talk about the DC stuff. We'll definitely have to do this again next weekend because there wasn't a whole lot of video game news that I paid attention to this past week. Like, I want to add something to the show, but like there really wasn't anything that I found that was like worthwhile to talk about. I mean, did you see it? I
Yeah.
mean, oh, well, actually, no. You've been bothering us for the past like couple of times saying about we got I see people in the background.
Yeah. That's Sarah's friend Hannah.
Yeah. Hello.
She
We
was
have
uh she was watching her for today.
okay. No, well there was oh god, what was it? What? Oh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, the multiplayer that you've been talking. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't got a chance to look at it yet.
Well, you should check it out because it looks awesome. Um, I had Corey actually. I finally convinced him to play on when he was up helping us move. And he was saying he felt the game was too clunky, but visually was beautiful. Uh,
God
and like
damn.
visually, like from an artistic style,
Yeah.
was like he was so impressed with it.
Okay.
Um, and I will even admit, in the beginning of the game, I felt like it was clunky, but as I got used to the controls, and as you unlock more stances and more, weapons for you to use, it definitely feels a lot more fluid. And I ended up putting it into its hardest mode. It's called
Mm.
like Slayer or something. Um, and that like turns the lethality up really high, like where you only enemies die faster and so do you, and that seems to make
Okay.
it feel a lot faster of a game. But yeah, I love the game. I can't wait to play it again.
Yeah.
But I'm also a massive weeb for samurais,
Yeah.
so
Do you beat the game?
I'll play anything with samurais. No, no, I'm only in Act Two.
I'm gonna say. I
I've
actually
been so busy moving.
Yeah. No, actually today I just got Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like they got deluxe. I pre-order it and I got the deluxe editions and so I actually got that. So I got two new games. Granted, I'm playing Persona 5 Royal. I add that to my YouTube, but I'm gonna put that on hold and start with the Avengers game. Now, before I start that, I gotta upload the rest of these videos because these videos take up space on my computer, man. They take up a decent
Mm.
amount of space. So I gotta hurry up and upload them before I start another playthrough. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I appreciate you guys, taking the time to listen to this podcast where driving to work, just relaxing, or just going to bed. Like I said, it means a lot that you actually listen to it. You know, I've been seeing a good amount of views from our not views, but like listenings for our podcast. So, you know, I want to thank you guys enough. You know what I mean? Like I said, I try to do, you know, I try to improve in each one. So, you know, like I said, I'm always gonna have a special guest, or if not, it might be by myself. But like I said, I want to thank you, Jesse, especially, you know, for at least joining. Like, thank you to everyone that's either you joining or listening. You know, much love goes out to all. So that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be it for today. Hopefully, we'll see you guys next time. And always remember, guys, there's no such thing as a life better than yours. All right, take care. Say bye, Jesse.
Bye.
And F mayonnaise.